If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, check the referral link in the description down below. It'll take you to G2A and you can use the code CHES at checkout for an extra discount. Also, to play FIFA and other games for real money, check the link in the description to gamersaloon.com, sign up for free over there and go and win yourself some cash. Hey guys, how's it going? CHES back again and welcome to episode number 33 of My Player here on FIFA 16. We start, as you can see, with a game away from home in the Europa League against Stad Renee. Now, they actually beat us, I believe, in the game we played against them earlier on in the season, and the group stage does not look that good from an Everton point of view if it ever loads. There we go. Stad Renee have won all 4 of their games so far, and we really could do with a win against them and Sturm Graz to try and get ourselves through to the knockout rounds of the European competition this season. So we have been selected for this game against Stad Renee, which hopefully we can get a decent result from. And then the second game of the episode, maybe against Stoke, although we may be dropped due to fitness concerns and have to wait until the game against West Ham a week later. Time will tell. We are now 80 rated though, so we're definitely improving as a pro overall. Our performances have been pretty solid recently, a couple of assists in the past episode or two, so fingers crossed that continues as well. Drop the video a like if you enjoy, of course, and subscribe if you haven't already. There's plenty going up on the channel, 2 videos every single day, so check the channel page itself for something that you might have missed, whether it be this series, the Wolfsburg series, or the Chelsea series, or maybe even one of the we'll be right to play in blue. Maybe even one of the stream replays, because Football Manager is back on the channel now, or I've started streaming it again, and obviously there was the start of a new Twitch career mode as well on FIFA. So self-promotion done and out of the way. Let's jump into the game then against Stad Renee. Fingers crossed we can come away with all 3 points. Coleman's stolen that away from the Rennes defender. He's pushing all the way around the outside and then passes it straight back to them. That was pointless, but maybe Lukaku could put some pressure on. We can work a mistake from them. It couldn't be wetter here, to be completely honest. The ball is getting stuck in puddles on the pitch almost. So the ball has been pinged about a lot in the air because it's practically impossible to play slick, flowing, passing on the ball. It's just a little bit too wet. Obviously, when it rains slightly and it drizzles, then you know, the ball zips off the surface. But here it's zipping and then just getting bogged down in loads of water and not really flowing too well. So it hasn't really lent itself to any decent football so far. I think actually there's been one chance on goal, and it was a chance that was where their man was offside. I think that didn't even count. That no chances whatsoever in the 36 minutes that we've played so far, and he has solely been down to the weather. We've both created decent opportunities, or started to create decent opportunities, and then the ball has either been a loose touch because of the rain, or they've played a through ball that hasn't quite reached its target because of the waterlogged pitch, etc. So not the most entertaining game so far, but I mean, a point isn't the worst result here against Rennes, but maybe we can just grab 1 goal on the counter-attack and just snatch all 3 points. That would be the plan, at least, after the opening 40 minutes or so. So we'll try and continue in this vein so far defensively, but just try and liven it up a little bit offensively and try and get the win. Gibson through to me. I'll give this to Lukaku. He's got Morales making moves outside of him, but he's gone inside to James McCarthy. Might come through this gap if I call for it, and has done. Lukaku can make me a decent run. Been tackled, but we did get the advantage there, and we should get the free kick, and have done. 2 minutes to go till half time. Free kick in a promising position, but Baines is going to have to do the right thing with it here, and he's shot, which is definitely the wrong thing to do in that situation. And Tep on the run into Gelson Fernandez, back to Bale. Could get a tackle in here, Delafeu, but just doesn't seem too keen to stick a leg in. Fernandez down the left-hand side again. They got Siu in the middle waiting for a cross. Here comes that cross. He had a headed chance earlier on that was offside, and there's the first genuine attempt on goal that we've had in the entire game, other than the Leighton Baines free kick that I'm not sure I actually showed you earlier on because it wasn't really worth showing you. But that is a chance each now after an hour. Yes, after an hour, 1 chance each. Not the best of games. Coleman, nice ball down the line actually for Delafeu. Lukaku's in the middle and he will find him. Oh, Romelu, commit to that. All he had to do was just show a little bit more effort, and he could have been right on the end of that. Clean through with a one-on-one with the keeper to just tuck it away. He just jogged towards that, so it seems. Lukaku surely could have reached that. I'll call for this from Coleman. I'm going to fire it inside towards Darren Gibson. His first touch is good enough, I suppose. I'm really annoyed at Romelu Lukaku right now. We've had barely any chances all game. We might get another one here, though, through James McCarthy. Finally, Lukaku takes a shot. This time it flashes past the post, but he has a much better opportunity a moment ago and just didn't take it. As a decent enough shot this time around, just couldn't quite get it to bend enough into the corner, but come on, Romelu, you've got to work harder for the team. In fact, he's not going to work harder for the team. The manager is taking him off the pitch. Aruna Kone is going to be his replacement with 18 minutes to go. Free kick for Stad Renee. Lofted in towards the box. Should be comfortably dealt with. Hasn't been so far. Falu with the shot and well held by Tim Howard. There we go. A decent chance for both sides now. That final effort from Lukaku and that shot from distance from Stad Renee mean that we've had at least a couple of chances in this second half that are worthy of showing you. But still, I'm still actually really furious at Lukaku because we're desperate for wins in the final two games, to be completely honest, in this competition to get ourselves through to the knockout rounds, and he just didn't seem too bothered to attack that ball. But never mind, they haven't been too enthusiastic pushing the ball forward either, considering they are basically already through, having won all 4 of the games so far in the group stage, Stad Renee. So kind of been one of those games. They don't really want to, go all out for the win because they don't need to, but at the same time, we haven't really been going out for the win either because we just haven't been able to put the passes together. Plus, we're almost afraid that if we lose the game, we'll definitely be out of the competition. But a draw doesn't do anybody any favours here, especially if Dynamo Moscow win their game against Sturm Graz. That would mean that we are out. So I don't really understand the game plan here from Roberto Martinez. Things just haven't gone our way. We've had a couple of chances, they've had a couple of chances, but it's been a very damp, wet squib of a game. Unfortunately, the final whistle is probably not too far away either. Nobody really showing too much urgency defensively to get stuck in either, to be completely honest. This is going to be a long throw here. I'm going to try and intercept it if I can, but Pedro Enrique's won the header. Gelson Fernandez will come away with it. But again, no urgency from anyone to try and win it back. It's like we're quite happy to settle for a draw, which baffles me, really. The referee will probably blow his final whistle as Tim Howard kicks the ball out, and has done. So a 0-0 draw against Stad Renee away from home, and I'm really intrigued as to what happened in the other game in the group, because that could be us out of European competition. We'll wait and see what the final result was in the game between the other two sides in our group. Can we scroll down? It won't let me scroll down that list. Okay, well, we don't know. Oh, there we go. Sturm Graz we're looking for, and Dynamo Moscow. Moscow won, so that's us out of European competition this season then, I'm pretty sure. I'll go quickly to the European groups, but I'm almost 100% certain that is now Everton out of the Europa League. We'll have a quick look when it eventually changes the slate for me. There we go. And we were Group C, were we? Oh no, we were Group H, I think. Group H, there we go. And yeah, we're out. 1 game left to go against Sturm Graz, but we're 5 points off Dynamo Moscow. Game over when it comes to Europe, unfortunately, this season. At least it means we can concentrate our efforts elsewhere. That's the diplomatic answer from a manager, isn't it, in that situation? But we'll simulate this game against Stoke, see how we get on, and then I'll probably cut until the next game. And it's actually Leandro Rodriguez that gets the goal. Lukaku dropped for that game after a very disappointing performance against Dynamo Moscow, and Aaron Lennon is apparently out injured. Oh, it's only 3 days with a dead leg, that's fine. So we'll wait now. Was it a 2-week break till the game against West Ham? It wasn't, was it? It was just a 1. So we'll wait and see what happens if we get picked for the game against West Ham. If we do, then we'll jump straight into it. We've actually had to wait until this game against Hull City in December to get our next start. As you can see, it's not the strongest of lineups we're putting out either against Hull. As you Thurs Browning in there and Leandro Rodriguez up top again. Junior, whoever that is, some sort of holding midfielder. I don't know the name, to be completely honest, but to keep you up to date, we drew 1-1 with West Ham. We got a 3-0 victory against Sturm Graz, which means nothing because we're already out in that competition. And the group stage in Europe has now finished, so we are done with European football for this season, and we'll now jump into this game against Hull City in the Barclays Premier League. Snodgrass drills that up to Dio. Diamande, I don't know who that is, to be completely honest. Livermore into Diamande. There's a lot of players on this pitch that I'm unaware of right now. Here's David Mailer into Jake Livermore. Option down the line in Snodgrass, but he's just run offside. El Mohammadi pushing forward from right back. They've gone backwards to Maguire there. Jagielka's stolen it off him. He's given it to me. We'll try and feed this to Rodriguez, and which I can't do, but Junior will jump in and do it for me. Here's Morales. No, it's Brian Oviedo down the left-hand side. Oviedo into me. Well, we may as well give it a crack from a distance, and it's flown in. Well, that will do very nicely. There's our first goal for a while. We haven't scored for about 3 episodes. We've been concentrating on assists in the past 2, but that's a really tidy finesse shot from the edge of the box. Brian Oviedo just quite comfortably turned his side and laid it into me. Didn't really have a passing option there. Actually, I could have given it to Rodriguez, the number 28 there, but decided to give it a go myself, and I'm quite glad I did. Everton 1, Hull City 0. That'll maybe sway the manager's mind in putting me in the first team more often. Livermore to Klukas. Nice ball round the corner, but Tyus Browning intercepts and then runs straight into Junior, which gives it straight back to Hull City. Oh, Hernandez gets it to David Myler. To Dio, but Browning intercepts and Livermore outmuscles him. Then Browning outmuscles him again. I'm going on a run down the left. Vesic will play me in. We'll turn inside actually, and we'll give it inside here to Junior. Where's he going to go? Oh, he gave it back to me. Wasn't ready for that, to be completely honest. We'll fire it out wide towards Rodriguez, who takes it under control well. And I think that was an attempted shot. I'm not sure. He tried to almost dink that, but I don't know whether the defender got a touch on it to stop it from flying towards the back post. But still, rather weak effort from the striker there. We might get another opportunity here. Is he going to go on a nice run? He did, but there's about 4 defenders between me, him and the ball, and unfortunately not able to get it to him, and then we can't create something else because Junior gave the ball away. Myler threads that through the gap. Brian Oviedo should have the pace to outrun Robert Snodgrass, to be completely honest. The Scot isn't the fastest of players. He's going to throw this backwards towards David Mailer, though. Brings that under control nicely on his chest. El Mohammadi will just try and stop him from using this man here. I'm not too sure who that is, but cross is deflected and Seamus Coleman gets it away, and that's half-time. 1-0 up at the break. We seem to be doing quite well in this second game, taking advantage of our opportunity in the first team. Hopefully, that goal and general all-round good performance will be enough to force the manager's mind for tomorrow's episode to play us in back-to-back games and just give us a run of form in the first team. Throw in for us. I'm taking it, apparently. And Brian Oviedo will receive it from me. Here's Besic, tackled by Huddleston, but cleverly retrieves the ball. I'll call for it from him. I'll actually go back this way and then back the other way to try and drop the shoulder and sell the defender to Deulofeu. Into Rodriguez here, who's onside. He has the shot, and it's 2-0. Leandro Rodriguez with a decent finish there, actually. Nice move. That little drop of the shoulder from Deulofeu was enough to open up the space for the pass to Rodriguez. Question of whether he was offside or not. It did look very tight with the defensive line. We'll have a look at a replay when it eventually comes, but Everton 2, Hull City 0 definitely suits us very nicely with just over half an hour to go. It's Deulofeu, and he's just turned there and found the space. Nice run, not the best of angles to see for the offside, but he's drilled it very tidily in at that near post. Impressive finish for the youngster. We'll take that. Everton 2, Hull City 0. Catch the ball off Livermore. We'll send Lukaku through. Go on, Romelu. You're in. Finish that, son. Romelu Lukaku. Good save by Jakupovic. It was quite simple the way we just nudged Jake Livermore off the ball. Thought it was a lot stronger than that. Maybe just had a momentary lapse in balance. But Sean Maloney's come on for Robert Snodgrass here for Hull. And we're going to get a third from the corner. He's kind of headed my way. No, it's not. Besic wings it, and it's going to drop free on the edge of the box to Leighton Baines. I would have hit that if I were you, Leighton, on your left-hand side, but we'll recover the ball through Tyus Browning. Forward to Leighton Baines. Skips past one challenge quite nicely. Besic with a back heel to Brian Oviedo. And Livermore finally showing that he does actually have some strength in him, and he doesn't need to get on the weight. So it was a simple removal of possession from Brian Oviedo. Besic will give this to me. We'll hold off Tom Huddleston and give the ball away. Final whistle goes. It has finished Everton 2, Hull City 0. Good performance from us in that one. I think we may have gotten the man of the match. I'm not entirely too sure. I will quickly check. Oh, there you go. That's proven it for me. We did get man of the match, and we're getting a couple of accomplishments to go along with that as well. Thank you very much. Well, that was a game where we proved a point to the manager. Look, we're 80 rated, and when you play me, I play well. The game against Stad Renee was just a complete no-show for the entire team. It wasn't my personal performance that cost us the result there, but I'm really pleased with that second game against Hull. Obviously a tidy goal as well from outside the box. We've got a handful of accomplishments there. We must be getting close to 81 rated now, to be completely honest, but we're proving a point to the manager, and fingers crossed he will listen to that. We are very close to 81 rated actually. A few of you were saying in the comments section of the previous episode where I was mentioning I'm not really focusing too much on training, you were saying actually if you just concentrate solely on free kicks and penalties, just so, you know, maybe you could take some free kicks and some pens if the opportunity comes up, then that would be fantastic. So I'm going to concentrate on just those two, and we'll simulate the training. We're not going to bother training elsewhere, because we don't really need to. Our stats elsewhere are already good enough, and we're even closer now to 81 rated as our finishing goes up one. That is a tiny slither away from being up to 81 rated already. And we do have still the 3 sessions available, but we're not going to use them. So that'll bring today's episode to a close, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Those 3 points in the league have actually moved us up to 3rd. We've got Spurs next, who are in 5th. So that's a big game for tomorrow to start us off. Hopefully we'll be selected. Hopefully we did enough in that second game to prove to the manager that we are worth starting. But that's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, of course, as always. And check the channel page for anything you may have missed over the past few days. All my social media links are in the description down below, as well as a link to my merchandise store. But for now, I'll see you next time.